Today we will learn about applications of linear systems of equations. We will use an example to do so. Two families went to watch a movie. Family A bought 2 large popcorns and 3 small drinks for $21. Family B bought 3 large popcorns and 2 small drinks for $22. Determine the price of 1 large popcorn and determine the price of 1 small drink. First, we need to highlight all important information. We have two different families. Family A, who bought 2 large popcorns, 3 small drinks. And then family B bought 3 large popcorns and 2 small drinks. And we need to know the price of each too. A spent $21 and B spent $22. We want to know the price of a large popcorn, but we also want to know the price of a small drink. Now we will use the information we highlighted to define our variables. The first question is asking us to find the price of 1 large popcorn, so we'll make that one of our variables. The second question is asking us to find the price of 1 small drink, so we'll make that our second variable. Now we need to write our system of equations. For our first equation, we will use family A. They bought 2 large popcorns and 3 small drinks for $21. So 2 times the price of the popcorn plus 3 times the price of the drinks will give us their total price of $21. Now let's write an equation for family B. Family B bought 3 large popcorns and 2 small drinks for $22. That means we have 3 times the price of the popcorn plus 2 times the price of the drink will give us a total price of $22. Next, you will choose a method to solve. You can solve by graphing, substitution, or elimination. We are going to choose elimination because both of our equations are already in standard form. So ax plus by equals c. Now let's try solving algebraically. Since both of our equations are in standard form, ax plus by equals c, that means that we can easily solve by elimination. To do so, we will need to make one of the coefficients for a variable on the first equation the opposite of the same variable's coefficient on the second equation. So let's just look at x for now. We have 2x and 3x. So the least common multiple of these two will be 6. So to get 6x, we need to multiply the top by 3 and the bottom by 2. But you can't just multiply the number you want. You need to go ahead and multiply the whole equation. And remember how we said we want opposites? So we're not actually multiplying by 2, we're multiplying by -2. Let's go ahead and do that, and our new equations will be 6x plus 9y is equal to 63, and -6x minus 4y is equal to 44. Let's go ahead and do our elimination. So we're going to add the terms that are the same between the two equations. 6x and -6x cancel out to give us 0x. 9y minus 4y is 5y. And 63 minus 44 is going to give us a 19. Now let's divide both sides by 5 to get y by itself. I'm going to type this in the calculator, 19 divided by 5, and get 3.8 as our decimal. However, we're not done yet because we need a point that consists of an x and a y coordinate. So let's find our x coordinate next. We're going to select an equation, in this case 2x plus 3y is equal to 21, and we're going to replace our y with the value it is equal to, in this case 3.8. Now let's go ahead and solve for the variable. So we're going to do the math we can. 2x plus 11.4 is equal to 21. Now we've got a two-step equation that we know how to solve. Subtract 11.4 from both sides, and you get that 2x is equal to 9.6. We're going to divide both sides by 2, and we now have that x is equal to 4.8, which means our final point is going to be 4.8, 3.8. Now we need to check and see if this answer was correct. So we're going to plug our coordinates into each of the two equations we were given. 2 times 4.8 plus 3 times 3.8 is equal to 21. Is that true? So if you type 2 times 4.8 plus 3 times 3.8 into the calculator, you will get 21. Since both sides of the equal sign have 21, we know that this point, 4.8, 3.8, is a solution to the first equation. We're going to repeat this process with the second equation. We have 3 times 4.8 plus 2 times 3.8 is equal to 22. Type the left side into the calculator and you will get 22. Since both sides are 22, that means it is a solution to the second equation as well. And we know that our x, our popcorn, costs $4.8 or $4.80. And our y value, or the cost of a drink, is going to be 3.8 or $3.80. However, you can also solve this graphically. If we were to solve this graphically, we would need to convert both equations to slope-intercept form. Let's go ahead and move our x over to the other side of the equal sign. So 3y is equal to negative 2x plus 21. Now we will need to divide the whole thing by 3 in order to get y by itself. So y equals negative 2/3 x plus 7. We're going to do the same thing to the second equation. We're going to move our 3x to the right, so we have 2y is equal to negative 3x plus 22. And then to get y by itself, we're going to need to get rid of that coefficient. So instead of multiplying by 2, we're going to need to take our whole equation and divide by 2. Now we are left with y is equal to negative 3 over 2 x plus 11. We can go ahead and label our axes. So our x-axis is the price of the large popcorn, because that's what our x is supposed to represent. And our y represents the price of a small drink, so that's going to be the label for the y-axis. You can pick any scale that makes sense. In this case, I did 50 cents per block. According to the first equation, we are going to have a y-intercept of 0, 7, because b is 7. And from there, we're going to move down to right 3, according to our slope. And we're going to keep doing that to make our line. Then we can draw a line through the points we have, and that is our graph. Now we're going to do the same thing for the other equation. This time we're going to start at 11, so 0, 11, and we're going to go down 3 and right 2. And we're going to keep doing this until we finish out our graph. Now let's go ahead and draw the line, and you'll notice that we cross our two lines right here. That means the x-coordinate is somewhere between 4.5 and 5, and the y-coordinate is somewhere between 3.5 and 4. And the point 4.8, 3.8 does indeed make sense.